From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the L.A. Chargers. Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Pacheco. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Steps away. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers,
they come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The Chargers at 4-8 now on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here. And it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football. But if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
Oh, now Chenault with a chance to run. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Oh, a design run for their wideout. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
This defense for the Chiefs, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Here's Blake Gillikin now.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down to...
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher. And we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now Herbert off the bootleg. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now a toss here, short side. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Valdez-Scantling. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal,
rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's Herbert now on second down. Now they go screen. It's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Chargers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw here, Herbert. That is caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
On first down, it's Herbert. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. I love plays like that. A defensive lineman holding the football. It's like a kid who stole a cookie from the cookie jar, and then he's just fleeing the scene of the crime.
And all he's doing in his mind, reliving his days when he was young, probably played fullback on his high school team, always wanted to be the tailback carrying the ball, trying his best to lug that bad boy the distance.
Pretty impressive pick there off the screen, and then a nice return.
You know, nowadays, they do more ball drills with the big guys than ever before because they want to take possessions away from the offense.
And that one covered beautifully. The defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow, knocked him for a loss.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. On the move to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. That was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Third and goal at the 4-yard line. Pacheco. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. will go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's caught. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate?
On Herbert, his third interception. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. Steps away to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll try and run with Pacheco.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to widen their advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Herbert on 3rd and long from his own end zone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down 10 at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Pacheco gets it and tries the left side.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Chiefs continue to pull away here in this first half.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Herbert now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Come on, guys, dig deep.
This is the one, boys. Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Herbert operating from the red zone. And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Here's Berrios. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Well, this O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
147 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. This a 2nd and 8.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
A 4-yard pickup that gets them going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that, because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And now here's another interception. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. 157 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play.
At the Chargers' 15-yard line.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now Mahomes. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Rice. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
You know what it is. Take it to the house.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Herbert off of play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
The offense on third down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 189 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2nd and 10.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And they're going to speed things up here. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes rolling to his left. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need it.
Did he get the feet down? Yes. Touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
from 17 yards out.
And the Chiefs continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
That's what we do!
The Charger drive about to get going.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Taken down at the 47-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
201 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A give right side for Pacheco. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what...
And it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 15.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
Herbert on 3rd down now. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. That's again complete to Palmer. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action. It's Herbert. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. It's caught inside the 25. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Butker on for the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
57. Chargers 10. Harrison Butker in a kickoff for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but
The self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
and my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Here's Pacheco headed right.
20. Fup. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.